Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Candace and I am a new eBay reseller. I have been at it for almost 3 months now, I think. And today, again, I have a special guest thrifter with me. It's my mom.
Hi.
I brought her along with me a few weeks ago and she made me a lot of money. She found me some amazing finds and I was like, you got to come back. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. She's got an eye for the deal. And so we're gonna cultivate the mother-daughter power today to find the best deals possible and flip it for a super high profit. So let's go ahead and get inside and see what we can find. Okay, we got here nice and early. Rolled in the parking lot close to 7:25, 7:30, and then we decided to get out of the car around 7:45 and line up at the front door. You'll see the outlet sign there. That is specific to Goodwill outlet and the bins. But we waited with everyone else and we got in right at 8 a.m., rushed in with everyone, and got to work. We really did. It did fill up quickly. As you can see here, there's a lot of people. It was a pretty busy day. But we hung out a lot in the hard good bins and we were having a good time there. Okay, when you are going through the bins, gloves are key because a lot of this stuff is very dirty and you have to be really careful because I have come across broken glass, broken ceramic many times. And so, no, I don't have work gloves that are thicker and I do need to get some. But that is something I'm learning and that is my advice to you when going through the hard good bins. So it's so popular to come to Goodwill Outlet because they only charge by the pound. 59 cents for books, all other items $1.89, and then furniture and larger items are priced individually. It is a ripping deal to come here. Okay, I usually don't go into the books, DVDs, these bins that you see here, but I did today because you never know. And so I was digging through and I did find these. So I found this New Kids on the Block VHS. I found, this is like from my childhood, a Space Jam VHS. And then I found this, it was sealed on the top, Indiana Jones DVD. So we're gonna see how those do and hopefully I can flip these for a really good profit. Okay, this is a brand that I am picking up every single time that I find it now. It's Ralph Lauren. And of course it's a no-brainer, you're like, of course you pick up Ralph Lauren. But I didn't know that at first, and I'm realizing every single piece that I pick up that's Ralph Lauren is selling and is selling quickly. And so these are not big money makers, and I'll probably only get $15, maybe $20 if I'm lucky. They're boy shorts, but they'll sell quickly, and that's an easy 20 bucks in my book. So we continue on shopping some more, and you'll notice I'm going to hustle down the hall here because if you're working and you have your head down in the bins and you're not looking up and looking around, you should be, because as soon as you see an empty area on the floor, that means fresh bins are coming in. And if you can, hustle on over there because then you could be the first one to try and look through that, specific bin. And that's where I found some of my best stuff, is having the ability to get there and be one of the first people on it. Okay, I did the shoe bin earlier and I pulled a handful of shoes. After doing a little bit more research, it seems like even though these are leather high top Converse, this is way more of a project than I'm able to take on to recover them, to have them look nice and new. I'm noticing that unless it's like a really sought after brand for a shoe, condition really matters. And so I just don't think that I'm going to take these Converse for as heavy as they are. I don't think I'll get much back on them, so I'm going to put those back. And so we continued on a little bit longer and dug through some of these larger piles once more. I will say people throw stuff back, and so it is good to be the first one on the fresh bins, but if you give it a little bit of time and some people look through stuff and they throw it back, you'll just never know because different people are looking for different things. And some people don't, a lot of people who come here don't even resell. And so they might not find any value in an item that you do as a reseller. So take your time. Okay, I have to show you guys this last little pull. We're just about done here. We have shopped a ton, but we went for the bags pull that just happened right over there in the corner. And as I was going through, I found this at the bottom. You can see this. It has this like little, I don't even know what's going on here on the end, but this looks legit. I have no idea if that's like real gold. Who knows? I have to look it up. But it has this holder with like the gloves on it. They look original. And I looked at this and look at how beautiful that is. And then I opened it up And I saw this little tag in here, and it says made in France. How cool is that? So I'm gonna go home and do some more digging and see if I can figure out what this is, what's going on here on the end, the gloves, the whole situation. What a cool find. Okay, today was the day of the bags. I'm telling you, you know what? I had luck in the past at one of my very first Goodwill hauls on men's briefcases, and so now this is like my thing. If something is leather or it's a briefcase, I'm picking it up and I'm checking out to see how much it's worth. This was one of the last grabs too. Look at this. It's Filson. Okay, I looked these up on eBay right now. They resell used for a lot of money. I'm gonna look at this exact one, but it has the tags on it and everything in here. The inside looks great, and the bag. So I'm so excited on that. And I have to show you these. My mom, she's filming right now. She convinced me to get these. They're not going to resell for a large amount, and I agree with her, it adds character to my store. These are bookends, and I don't know what year. I'm gonna have to do some more research, but it looks like 70s, 1970s, wooden mallard bookends. They're scuffed, yes, we know this, but how cool are they? I had to dig. I went from like one bin to another bin to find these, and they're a little heavier, and so I'll probably end up paying $5 or $6 for the lot, and end up selling them for probably around 25. But they're amazing, and I love them. I might keep them. I don't know. We'll see. But let's go ahead. Let's go check out because we're done. We got a lot going on here. So let's go ahead and go. Okay.
And your
40.
total will be $87.70.
$87. 46 pounds. That is what I'm in. 46 pounds.
And would you like to come to $80? It's just usually my friends.
You'll notice someone's chatting with me and my mom here as we exit, and it's because he wants our carts. Without fail, someone always follows me to my car as I'm leaving because they want my cart. They are impossible to find unless you show up within the first 20 minutes of opening, so just a little heads up on that one.
Okay, we are exhausted. We have shopped. We're ready to pass out. It's 12:30 now. We've been in there for 4.5 hours. Yes, we're crazy. We're crazy women. What can we do? Mom, did you have fun?
Yes, it was very fun.
Mom had fun. Okay, tell us, what was your favorite find of the day?
It's right here behind us. It's actually this wreath. It's really well made with very
Look
thick
at that.
branches. And so now I can decorate it for the holidays. And these decorated can go for the upwards of a couple $100.
Couple $100 wreath if decorated to the nines, which I know my mom, she is the craftiest woman I know, and this thing is going to get a makeover to the extreme. Awesome. And you know, I feel like that was a good find too, because usually when you go in the hard good bins, things are broken, and so that was actually in really good shape, and you can even see in the background there's some more wreaths over there. So anyways, we are so excited. Today was the day of bags for me. I got so many bags, and I cannot believe it because I just kept pulling like bag after good quality bags. So I'm over the moon. Excited on bags. There's a couple of other items that I picked up, interesting finds along the way that I am really hoping will turn a really high profit for me. And clothing wise, I feel like I only got maybe like a handful of jeans and a couple of sweaters. I have to look at what I got. Clothing I got like in the beginning, and then I just kept pulling bags and bags and hung out over there for the rest of the day. I got all clothinged out, I think, last time. So anyways, let's get back so I can show you all of the good stuff that I found. Okay, I am back. I am refreshed, and I cannot wait to show you all of the amazing finds that I had at the bins. So this was just a different bins haul, an amazing bins haul. And I say that because I've been doing a lot of clothing, and it's funny because I started my reselling journey. For those of you who have been here since day one, you have seen my shopping shift a little bit. So I really hung out in the hard goods section a lot on day one because real talk, that is where I love to be. I love fun and interesting, unique finds, and I am finding that they take up a lot of space. And I only use a closet for my inventory storage. It's a big closet, it's like a walk-in closet, but still just a closet nonetheless. I don't have some giant, garage filled with racks or a storage unit or anything like that. So I kind of had to pump the brakes on the really cool, unique, hard good stuff. And once I started going to the bins, I realized how much I had access via clothing. Not only was clothing accessible there, but also very lightweight, and I learned super easy to ship. Because let's be real, shipping something, a t-shirt, is a million times easier than vintage, breakable, collectible items. Wow, those are my most treasured and favorited pieces to find. I have to kind of, do one of those. Give and take. To this trip though, I did hang out in the clothes section a little bit. So I have some clothes to show you. That's what I'm going to show you first. So let me go ahead and show you the clothes, and then we'll get into the other areas that I was able to shop for on my trip today.
Okay, first up I have are these Smoke Rise jeans. And at first when I came to the bins today, I was not planning to get any more jeans because I have enough jeans in my inventory. But when I looked up this brand, they had a high sell-through rate. And so therefore I picked them up, and I'm trying to keep my eye out for unique stuff. And these look unique. And sure enough, I have a feeling that they will sell pretty quickly for me. So I'm trying to get 30 on those. Next, I have this gorgeous vintage open front little sweater, and it caught my eye because it was really cute. But second of all, the trim. The trim is 100% leather. It's made in USA, and the material on the sweater is 100% wool. So even though this Joni Char brand is not anything I can find online or popular, I still think I can get 60 out of it. Next up, I have this vintage Fruit of the Loom t-shirt. It is a Wonderland shirt. It is not, I believe, Alice in Wonderland specifically to the TV show. It is connected to a performing arts center. You'll see on the back here, but it's made in USA. It's vintage. It is look like someone took scissors to it and cut it halfway, but I think crop tops are still in. And so hopefully I won't have a hard time moving that. So I'm not sure. I think around 25 on that. Next up, I have this hoodie, and it's not anything crazy unique, but Vans is a very popular brand, and the sell-through rate is pretty high on Vans stuff on eBay, and so I decided to pick this one up. The sweater itself is in great condition, the size is large, and it's that time of year, so I'm hoping I can move this one quickly, probably around 20 bucks on it. Here we have this gorgeous little plum fit and flare dress by Calvin Klein, and it was in excellent condition. So I see them selling the exact style online for around 25. I'm going to try and push for 30. We'll see. But all in all, I was really excited to get that, and it's a really popular color right now too. Here are those Ralph Lauren boys shorts that I showed you earlier, and the sell-through rate should be good and high on this one. All of the items I see listed here are selling at different prices. I have sold boys clothes, Ralph Lauren boys clothes before, and so realistically, I think I'll probably sell them for around 15. So if I'm picking up jeans, as I told you, I'm not trying to pick up more jeans, but if I am, I'm trying to get them in the right style, because I'm noticing style-based shopping is really important. And so these are like a mom jean where they're like a higher waist cut, and these are vintage and they have that cool acid wash on them, so that's why I ended up grabbing these. And I'm hoping to try and get around $20, maybe $30 for these. I sold a similar style pair not that long ago for $27. Didn't have the acid wash on it, but they were vintage 90s jeans, and so I'm hoping to get that on these. Here we have Callaway men's slacks, golf pant basically, and anything and everything golf always catches my eye because not only have I picked it up in the past, I've sold a ton of golf stuff. I haven't sold any Callaway brand items yet, but they seem to sell pretty well online. Hoping to get around 20 on those. Next up, I have this beautiful sweater. It is 100% cashmere by J. Crew. and they sell online. They sell around $25 to $30, it looks like, on the resale. And it does have a hole, which I'll show you here on the sleeve. And I'm not trying to pick up items that are of poor quality or that need a ton of work, but I don't think that itty bitty hole is going to deter its sale. And I will definitely disclose that in the listing, so I'll do a close-up picture on it. Next, I picked up this shirt. It is not technically vintage, but it's vintage style. And these type of Polaroid vintage style shirts do sell online. It is a small size, so not a very popular size, and it was super lightweight. It was just kind of one of those things that I picked up hoping to get around 10 to 15 bucks on it. Next, I have this adorable Christmas button-up that has super, super cute embroidered designs all throughout. You'll see here, it's very unique. It is vintage, and I believe it's 90s piece, and it has like a really pretty velvet collar. The only issue is someone cut out the tags, as you can see here. And so I'll do hand measurements and I'll do my best to work with ChatGPT, but trying to get 30 on it.
Next up, I have all of the accessory type items. And I say accessory type items. I have picked up some shoes. They're not, fancy or frilly, but they have a high sell-through rate. And I believe that these, even though they were heavy, totally worth picking up. So I can't wait to show you those. And then I have the really cute ornate items I had shown you at the bins of the vintage kind of like costume wear almost, that I want to show you and kind of give you a little bit more detail on, that I found out the exact history behind them. Did I strike gold on them? Are they worth thousands and millions of dollars? No, but in my heart they are. And I'm honestly contemplating on keeping them, but I can't. That's not what the point of this is. Maybe I'll get to a point where I'll just keep all the things. And then you'll find me someday just buried under all of the things I've thrifted for. I don't know. All jokes aside, let me show you all the good stuff that I got.
Okay, first up, I have these Altama military issued boots. And they are, of course, made in USA and in great quality. No, they do not have the laces. I did look into purchasing laces on it. After I pay for laces, pay for the shipping, get them to me, I don't believe it's going to be cost effective in the resale rate for how much I'll get for them with laces versus without laces. So I'm going to just list them without the laces. And of course, I'll list them for a little bit less, but I just think that that's going to be a better profit margin. You'll see on the bottom here that these shoes look like they were barely worn. And so I think that's going to give me a leg up. The tread still looks practically new on the bottom. So I'm hoping to get around 35 on them. Next, I have these Bates Gore-Tex boots that have their laces. And we're in great condition. Overall, when I looked at the size, 9.5 wide, I feel like even though 9.5 is not popular, a wide size usually is. And so good condition, unique size, and the tread showed a lot of life left. So that's why I picked these up. I'm hoping to get around 35 to 40 on those. Next up, I have these loafers by the company Born, and they're all leather. Not a popular brand, but they were in great condition, and they do seem to resale. Not a super popular shoe or high resale rate, but overall they were fairly light, and so I felt like they were worth the grab, and I'm hoping to try and get 25, possibly 30 on those. I might give them a little leather shoe shine. I have some shoe shine, so I'll try and do that to them to lift them up a little bit. Next, I have these Birkenstocks. And Birkenstocks seem to have a high sell-through rate, and this style with the 3 straps should fetch me a good price. I'm going to try and clean these up a little bit, and I'm not going to do a full rehab makeover on them, but if I trim up those little loose pieces and it looks like there is still some life left in the soles, I should get around 25 on those. Next, I have this vintage 80s, 90s corduroy lined hat, and it's plain, but it's corduroy and it's in okay condition. I wouldn't say it's in good or excellent condition, but it's made in the USA. corduroy hats are very popular, it seems like right now, and they're selling for a really high price. So I'm going to try and shoot for the stars on this. I'll list it for around 35-ish. The only issue is the inside brim there. So it gives me room to negotiate, but hopefully that one will sell for a good price. This hat here was in excellent condition. O'Neill is a very popular brand, and this trucker style hat was very lightweight, so I paid next to nothing on it. And even though it's not summertime, hopefully I can get a good sale on this. I'm looking to get around $20-25 on it. Next, I have this bucket style hat, and from my research, bucket hats are very popular right now. And this one, even though Croft & Barrow is not a very popular resale brand, or if it is, it's not very high priced, it's 100% wool. And I know that a lot of people look for material-based items. You know, when they shop, they're looking for something that's 100% cotton or 100% wool or cashmere. So that's why I ended up picking up this one. So I'm hoping to get around 25 on it. Next, I have these certified barista trainer and certified barista pins from Starbucks. I'm hoping to get around $10 on those. Here we have some costume jewelry, and these were easy grabs. And it's so funny because this is the first time I've actually really found like jewelry. I think a lot of people, when they go to the bins, they hurry up and they dig through all of the like purses and wallets and little trinkety stuff to try and find the jewelry. So I'm never quick enough, I think, or maybe I just don't find them. Either way, I think those will fetch me around $10. Here we have all of the movies I picked up. So none of these are big money makers, but it's good to kind of dip my toe into something that I don't typically sell. And after looking up all of these individually, I think each of them will fetch me anywhere from around $10 to $15 if I'm lucky on it. Next up are these beautiful vintage finds. I found that this piece on the left here is a vintage petite point needle purse made in France, probably 50s, 60s era, and is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know pricing, maybe 45-ish on it. And this little item here is actually intended for glove holding. I learned something new every day. Very, very beautiful piece, trying to get it in focus here. And after doing some extensive research, I couldn't find any markings on it to signify that it was gold. And so this is just a gold color that is around it and not actual gold. And either way though, it's absolutely beautiful. And not a big moneymaker piece. So when I saw them reselling online, I saw them reselling for around $15, $20-ish. And so I don't know, I might bunch everything together, but all in all, this piece is gorgeous. And I might do the gloves and this together, which I think is smart. Speaking of the gloves, you'll see some staining on here. And I'm actually terrified to wash these because of this tag on the inside. I'm too worried about ruining the tag, so I don't know how I'm going to approach this. But the gloves don't resell for much, and I'm not sure exactly the pricing. So maybe bunched together, I can maybe get 25-ish for both of them. Either way, I love all of these pieces together. Next up, the vintage finds continue. I found this beautiful Lenox wall, either a desk clock or mantle clock, and it's vintage. It's from the 80s, 90s era and is in great shape. All in all, look around, no chips, no scuffs, and they're not crazy expensive on the resale, probably around 25 or 30, but either way, absolutely stunning. Next, we have these baseballs. Another vintage find from the 90s. They are from McDonald's. They were a McDonald's exclusive giveaway, and they have all these different players as you can see on here. And I only found a couple of them online, and I'm just trying to look up whether I'm going to do them as a bunched up lot as a vintage McDonald's find. You'll see there found this, or if I'm going to do them individually because of the player that they represent. So not quite sure, but you'll see they're here. They were exclusive for McDonald's in the 90s. And they're still in their package. So mystery pricing on that. Next up, look at this beautiful vintage hat that I found. It is called a pillbox hat, and it is actually in pretty good condition here. You'll see the tag says Kane Sloan there and needs a little bit of repair. I don't know if I'll be repairing that, but I do want to show you what's underneath. And it shows here that it has this tag that says Union Made. Keep your eyes peeled for that because that automatically means it was made in the 50s or 60s. And so a good little vintage signifier there. All in all, It will probably fetch me around $20 or $30. Next up, I have these mid-century modern style vintage mallard bookends. How cool are these? As you can see here, I probably won't get a high price for them, maybe $20 or $30. Wooden ones are not the ones that are the big sellers. So I don't know. I don't know. We will see. I'll list them. I don't look to refurbish or repair them, but how cute are they? All in all, what a fun vintage find. It's going to give my store character, as my mom says.
Okay, and last but my goodness, certainly not least, bags. Let me show you all of the bags that I got. Oh my goodness. This was like the haul of the bags. And I'm not saying that I won't always find bags like this. In my experience though, on other trips that I've gone on, the bag section is generally more for hats and belts. I haven't really found like super high quality bags in the past. And I just kept pulling like bag after bag after bag. I'm like, oh my gosh, did I find a Louis Vuitton? No, I don't think those will ever make it to the bins. I think those are plucked out real quick and probably sold online. But I found some really good ones. So let me go ahead and show you all the bags I found. I even found a really cool vintage carrying case, I guess you call it. Not really a bag per se. But anyways, let me show you what it is.
First up, I have this solo rolling briefcase. And you can see here I found one that sold for over $100 in a very similar condition. And it seems like all in all they are selling, if not over $100, close. This one was $90 and it had all of that packaged in. So mine's in fair, almost good condition. And I would be happy to get north of $50 for this. I'll probably try and get close to $70 or $80 on it. Next up here, I found in two different pulls. They look like they go together. They are the same brand. They're Hartman. Yeah, right? I know. I'm so excited. Are they in great condition? No, this one's probably in better condition than the other one, but Hartman is a very popular briefcase brand, travel luxury brand, and so they resell online pretty well. All in all, I'm going to try and get north of 50 on this one again, and we'll see what we can do with that. It's kind of like that handheld over the, crossbody style briefcase. And this one's in pretty good condition. So that one gives me a lot of hope. This one here is a luggage piece and it is not in good condition. I still grabbed it anyways though, because even though it has that going on with the leather on the front there, I still think someone who just wants a good quality bag will probably pick it up for a good price. So this one I'll probably have to discount a little bit more. Either way though, it was only a couple pounds, so I paid $5 or $6 on it. Hello. Yeah. Trying to get north of 40 on it. All in all, the inside is in excellent condition. It is a Hartman brand and it's a luggage piece. So we'll see. Next up is the briefcase I showed you earlier, the Filson's briefcase. And this Filson brand is very sought after. Look at the resale price on some of these online, over $100. And this one is in fair condition. There's some fraying at the edge, but the inside is in excellent condition. That to me is a big deal breaker because it's hard to repair or clean the inside pockets. You'll see here it has the genuine Filson logo and it's made in Seattle. All in all, I can't find this exact style online, and so maybe that'll make it more sought after. Trying to get north of 100 on it, I'll let you know. Next up, I managed to pick this out of one of those bin pulls. This one I found a little bit earlier on, and it is an authentic fossil handbag. It is leather and in okay condition. This exact style, I had only found a couple of them reselling online, around $30-ish, but still, I paid only $1 or $2 for it because it wasn't super heavy. So that turned into $30-ish for a nice quality leather handbag that is in good condition is great. Okay, and last but certainly not least is this vintage unique find. It is from the 1950s, I believe, maybe 60s. Gun case, and the inside of it has this really cool print that is flannel and in excellent condition. It has like all of these like hunting pictures on the inside, and I see them going online for around $50, $60-ish. And the inside is in great condition. The outside has a little bit of scuffing, and there's no exact brand attached to it. But all in all, what a cool, unique, fun gun carrying case. That is another fun, unique vintage find. And today was just the day of the bags and the day of the vintage finds. All in all, I think I should get around $50-ish, $60 on it.
And there you have it. That is all of the amazing stuff that I found at the bins. And my goodness, was it a deal. I spent under $100, like a good chunk under $100. And I am going to flip all of this stuff for an amazing profit. My plans and hopes is to sell them all for a grand total of an amazing profit. And I hope to tell you all about it in future What Sold videos. So as I always ask you to do, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can follow along and you can see when and how this stuff sells and all the crazy stories behind it. I have so much to update you on. I cannot wait on the upcoming videos. And I am so grateful for you all joining along. I cannot wait to chat with you soon. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.